What is a twin flame?
Even.
So a twin flame represents a powerful spiritual connection between two souls, and while often viewed through a romantic lens, twin flames exist to catalyze each other's personal and spiritual growth. The misconception, the ultimate romantic relationship. So that is an understanding that many people are hoping that it becomes like that, and they kind of they dream about it and hope for it and pray for it and try to manifest this ultimate romantic relationship as the twin flame, right? And that is the common belief, that it is the destined to form the perfect romantic relationship. That is a misconception. We're hoping, it's wishful thinking. We would love that. But it doesn't have to be the twin flame. It can be really like that in a different way. But the twin flame is not necessarily that. For simple reason, you can your twin flame can be married with a bunch of kids and you're somewhere else doing other things. There's no way for you to have a romantic relationship with them. That's one real situation. I experienced that personally. So it doesn't mean that it will be the ultimate romantic. Now, how does unconditional love to a twin flame feel like? Yeah, if you experience it, you're practically not gonna want to look at anybody else. It's never gonna be satisfying to what you've experienced. That's for sure, and it's just gonna push you back, because you're just gonna be saying this is not providing that same link anymore. So in a way, it can kind of damage your concept of a romantic relationship in a sense, because now you've seen something that is so ultimate, and then you look for it and you can't find it. Yeah?
When you taste heaven, how can you degrade?
Yes. So that's part of it in a way. However, the reality is more complex. So while some twin flames may share a romantic bond, the true purpose of their connection extends far beyond romance. Right? Okay. So twin flames represent a deep spiritual connection between two souls who mirror each other in growth, challenges, and transformation. So challenges, there will be challenges, and you're going to be dealing with challenges as well, but that will uplift both of you to reach the levels that the soul requires to reach it. So they are thought to ignite personal growth through reflection. So we reflect on each other, we see it as a mirror, then whatever annoys me, basically, I'm going to see it in them reflecting back, and then I will work it out, and then it's going to be fine. Although that the annoyance part, that's usually with the soulmates, not with the twin flames. The twin flames is really much deeper than that. It's probably we've dealt with a few soulmates, and we've overcome a lot of the restrictions, and now we are ready in a position to attract the twin flame, which you will have different types of spiritual challenges and evolution, but it's not a personality thing. It's not just getting some of the emotional work done. That is usually done with the soulmates.
What kind of different level of emotion? What kind of emotions that it's challenging?
No, it moves more beyond the emotion, so it's more on the intuitive, spiritual level. The emotional level usually is, and the personality level is usually the soulmates that handle that. So it is a catalyst to make us grow spiritually now. We finished the emotional lessons with the soulmates. They pushed our buttons, we pushed their buttons, we got the message, we got the lessons, and then maybe each one now went into her own path, now that the mission is accomplished. We attracted now, we are at the level of vibration now that we can interact with our twin flame. And they become now a catalyst of spiritual growth as opposed to emotional growth. Or as well as emotional growth naturally, but I think once we finish the empathic duty and activate our heart and stuff, and then we start moving into the intuitive realm, that's when the twin flames interact on this level. One of the primary roles of a twin flame is to trigger deep spiritual growth and transformation in one another. Yeah. And it's reciprocal, actually, because it's now mirroring. So growth through challenges. Growth through challenges as well, in a way. So twin flames often mirror each other's unhealed wounds and deepest fears. And these are spiritual things. I mean, these are really deep wounds and fears of spiritual nature. Okay, so growth through challenges. So twin flames often mirror each other's unhealed wounds and deepest fears. This mirroring can create conflict, leading both individuals to confront and heal these issues. Many of the times, both of them will share the same type of wounds, so naturally their defenses will be sensitive to these issues, and they can activate it in each other to be able to both of them heal it together, unconsciously or consciously. And they usually resolve it, and that's the purpose of the meeting, to really clear these up. And then once these blocks are cleared up, the spiritual upgrading can take place. And then there's periods of separation.
Interesting.
So often twin flames experience phases of separation. This time apart allows them to focus on personal growth and self-discovery, making the relationship much more than just romantic in this case. Twin flames, romantic versus spiritual connection. So the essence of a twin flame connection is spiritual rather than romantic. While romance may be part of their journey, their primary purpose is to help each other grow and evolve. Spiritual awakening. So twin flames act as mirrors, reflecting each other's strength and weakness, leading to powerful personal transformation. Service to a higher purpose. So many twin flames relationships contribute to a higher spiritual mission, often tied to service or healing on a larger scale. Yeah, again, not always romantic in capital letters.
Never been romantic.
Not necessary.
Not necessary. Not necessary.
But when it's romantic, it's fantastic.
It is. The reason this is being emphasized is there is so many people walking around looking. There's clubs, there's groups that are, let's find our soulmate or our twin flames. And it just became a commercial thing, and it's really losing the true meaning of it. Exactly. It lost the sacredness, it became a dating application. It just became a dating thing. Seriously. Yeah. But I think it needs to be reframed back to, this is a spiritual mission, and if we are lucky enough to have both of us no commitments to anybody else and stuff, and we meet each other and we share it, it would be super fantastic. So twin flames can appear in different forms, and not all twin flames will be romantic partners. And for instance, a mentor and a mentee, like a teacher and their student, in a sense, or on a spiritual sense, not as a high school and kindergarten or something. It's more on a mentorship level as a spiritual thing. So they could be in that type of setting, not necessarily a romantic one. And it can be in deep friendships as well. Or it can be sibling-like bonds. It can be like within cousins or brothers and sisters, potentially as well. Mothers and daughters and so on. So the connection is about personal and unconditional spiritual evolution, not about fulfilling the ideal of romantic love. Now that is a byproduct possibly. It can be there, but it is not the condition of it. It's not the definition of it. But if it's there, it's just an amazing bonus. Like, okay, so the belief that there is only one twin flame now has been popularized, that it's only one. And it leads people to this. It leads people to limit their perception of soul connections. So now we think it's only one connection, and if we don't get it, it will not happen again. Or feel incomplete without that one person. It leads to that if we think it's only one. Okay, so that is the misunderstanding of the broader soul mission and thinking that it's just making us a nice relationship here in this earth. Okay, so the twin flame purpose. Twin flames are meant to bring both the individuals closer to their soul mission. Their role is to help one another rise to their highest potential, often in service to humanity or contributing to the collective spiritual awakening. It's a huge task, not just to find a partner in life that we are happy with. Expanding the twin flame concept. So depending on the size of the soul mission, there may be multiple twin flames. Like we said, when that baby is born and it has a huge mission, it's not going to get the full size soul in a baby body. It's just going to get a portion, and then in different phases in life, it may encounter that gateway of a near-death thing to get the other part of the soul. That's one way. Or if it's bigger than this, then you're just going to get this soul splitting into 3, 4, 5 into different bodies functioning, and then potentially we may meet all of them because our mission is one, and we are just one soul that's split to finish this purpose. But it's not for everyone. It's not everyone will do that because not everybody have the same mission that can be of that scale that requires a multiple. So many people will just have one, or maybe many people may not have a twin flame necessarily. Especially people who don't have a soul in this life, they just don't need to have a twin. You know what I mean? Like there are. I would say, they say there's about 70% of the people who really don't have that consciousness. They just haven't risen above the animal level of functioning. Egos. Many CEOs are like that.
Every CEO.
You know, or murderers, or exactly. They really don't have a soul. They don't rise above the solar plexus. So larger soul missions require greater energetic support and reflection. And that energetic support, one body may not, or two bodies may not be enough to handle as well. We didn't get the superpowers or the 12-strand DNA that can allow one big soul to come and do the job. So you may want it to be in 2 or 3 or more if necessary, if the job is big enough. You may connect with different twin flames at various points in life, each bringing lessons or guidance to aid the mission. This expands the idea that twin flames are not limited to romantic connections, but encompass spiritual partnerships in many forms. How multiple twin flames work. Different timelines. So as our soul evolves, different twin flames may appear, aligned with specific phases of growth. Reflecting different aspects. So each twin flame may mirror various aspects of our soul purpose. Some romantic, others purely spiritual, or even platonic. Mutual growth and support. So the relationships push both individuals towards higher consciousness while serving the collective purpose. Soul contracts and mission support. Soul contracts. So these are pre-birth agreements made between souls to help each other fulfill a specific role in life. Twin flames are as mission partners. These souls are bound not only by love, but by their shared mission to uplift humanity or the planet. Okay, so what is the signs that we met our twin flame? How to recognize when we've connected with a twin flame? Deep mirroring, so they reflect both our strength and unhealed parts.
Yes.
Eyvallah.
Eyvallah, true that.
Yeah. Intense connection, a feeling of intense recognition and knowing. Transformation, they push you towards personal and spiritual growth. Okay, affirmation. I am open to attracting the right soul connections to support my mission.
I am open to attracting the right soul connections to support my mission. Yes, absolutely.
I trust the universe will guide me to the twin flames I need in my journey.
I trust the universe will guide me to the twin flames I need in my journey.
Okay, if you want one, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm joking.
Okay.
I embrace all forms of soul connections,
I embrace all forms of soul connections,
knowing they come into my life with purpose and meaning.
knowing they come into my life with purpose and meaning.
Embrace your expansive mission.
Yes.
Trust that your soul's mission may require more than one twin flame. Twin flame connections help us evolve, grow, and rise into our highest potential, whether in romantic, spiritual, or supportive partnerships. Keep your heart and mind open to receiving guidance and connection from all forms of divine relationships.
Yes. Absolutely.
Aho.
Aho.
I just need to add something.
Yes.
Really. Because
Oh.
because this is a deep wisdom that my friend Jen McCarthy, she's a really wise, beautiful twin flame herself, and she's a twin flame coach, and she shares all of these beautiful transmissions. One of the big downloads that came to her, and I personally resonate with it so much, is that there's an oversoul.
Mm-hmm.
And that oversoul, each oversoul is like 144 souls, 72 men and 72 women.
Okay.
Okay? And it's like the twin flame is one soul, comes into a female and a male, but then there's like, the one that comes next, and the one that comes next, and the one that, and these are like, because they belong to your oversoul, they are so, they can feel like a twin flame, but they are not your truest and ultimate kind of like 360 mirror.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't call it twin flames.
Mm-hmm.
I would call it one twin flame, but then these are really, really higher soul kind of, really, really higher soul family, like not, and then the oversoul splits into another oversoul, and the oversoul splits into another oversoul, and so it's about, like in a family tree, it's like,
Yes,
a
understood.
mother and a father and siblings, and then there are cousins and second cousins, and then there are
Right.
maybe fourth generation kind of relatives that are maybe very distant, but then they can feel like there's a resonance as well. So it's about the closeness to the network itself. So I wouldn't put an S to twin flames, to be honest. This might
Sure, you can do that,
and
of
how I
course.
resonate with it.
Mm-hmm.
But I do believe it's one twin,
Mm-hmm.
but then many higher souls that can feel like a much more complete imprint to the soul that matches you, because it's in your oversoul. So it's almost a very similar blueprint, but it's not the highest energetic frequency blueprint that is your signature, your personal signature. That's personally how I see it. I don't know. I feel like Isa probably has so much to add as well.
Yes.
I mean, twin flame is the name of twin, you know, like twin. Otherwise, 3-links or 4-links or 5-links, it's possible that we are, but twin is twin.
I guess we can get into the semantics of it, but it's not. Like, again, you're absolutely free to believe it the way that resonates with you, obviously. There's just that issue of big mission and one soul or one twin split may not be enough to complete.
But I think that when a soul is a twin flame and they come together and make the mission, and there are other twin souls and it's why it has to go. I'm not sure, but I have to think about this.
It is a belief right now. We're discussing beliefs, so it's all possible, right? It's all potential. But I think we can try to logically think about it in a sense when it's said now that in different timelines there may be assigned a different twin. It's not the same one. So this means that there's multiple ones as an example. Again, probably the issue is that they called it a twin, you know. That twin is what made the problem. And we say, okay, twin, it's only two. I think it started from the linguistic.
Who called it a twin?
Exactly, who called it that?
We need to track the history.
Maybe in other countries, maybe in other cultures, it's called something different. So that's a possibility. We need to research that.
زوجان is about connection of تزاوج.
من نفس واحدة كل الناس حبيبتي. نفس واحدة كل الخلق.
أيوة بس نفس واحدة and it's split and it's split and it's split.
Okay. So how do you know that you're not on the 8th level, that you have 8 levels split?
That's what I'm saying.
It's possible.
Then it's possible for you to meet someone that feels like a twin, but it's not your twin.
And maybe
you're getting ready.
Sure. Or maybe they will. Again, it's all potential and possible. But and also to remove the urgency that it's only one, and if we miss it, we're lost, right? Because that drives people to be desperate and go looking for stuff that is the wrong thing. You project it on the wrong person, and you say it's my twin flame, but it isn't. You just are infatuated and you're madly in love with that person. But that's where the error is. So we're just trying to be practical about it.
But it's also, I did not connect with my twin flame. Oh, there is another one. I'm so glad. So it's also fairy tale. Like
if someone is into this, there is no way they're going to meet a twin flame anyway. They are so childish and they need to mature enough because they haven't reached the spiritual level to attract one, you know, if that is the condition. But anyway, it's fine.
Yeah, but also you said something, Salma, you said, but it depends on your soul mission. No, the idea here is, I would like to clarify that you have a soul mission anyway with a twin flame, and it does not need to be romantic anyway. It does not like, I don't know if this is clear, this is what I understood. Yes. It does not depend on the soul, it can be.
But it has not.
No, but what we're talking about is the trend of people seeking it for a mate in life.
Yes, but
not for even soul connection يعني حب الأفلاطوني مثلا بتاع لا for a mate in life.
Yes. I mean
right?
your mission as a twin together, it could be that you are that you need to actually be together physically and have
for the mission.
For the mission,
is this a possibility? You need to be together physically for the mission. That's what I wanted to make sure it's clear. Do you need to be physically together for the mission, or what you're saying is the exact opposite?
If our task or our mission requires to get together to carry on certain things, or at least to upgrade each other with certain things to move further, then it will be a physical interaction.
A romantic connection, kind of, this is the trend we're talking about. This is what people are seeking all the time, and it's like determinantal to our spiritual growth and purpose and life path, you know. And if we don't do that, you are focusing on whether it's one twin or not. But I'm witnessing it's like the twin in itself. And if I don't have that, then I'm not going to fulfill my mission. Can I not fulfill my mission without my twin, or should I just be working towards my mission? These are two aspects that are important.
If you are
What
on
else?
your way, you do your mission. So on this way, you are in a way together with your twin flame, and the possibility is there that you will meet him or her or whatever, you know, because you are on your mission, on your way, on your spiritual growing. So
I'm talking about the
that's
scenario
the
where
only chance you met him, really.
I'm talking about the
Because
scenario where people think they have met their twin. Sorry, I'm talking about the scenario where people think they have met their twin flame, and they were not able to create the union yet.
yeah,
And
and
then
it is like
it
this.
becomes like the path becomes like, okay, so it means like I'm not complete. Yeah, it means I'm not fulfilling my mission if I have not communed completely with my twin flame.
It means I have to go on.
Exactly, it means it has to go on.
So depends on the size of the mission. We have a dear friend. He feels that his twin flame passed away and he's now devastated and he cannot recover from that. Now, someone with a mission as big as this, does he have only one? That is a question.
Of course not.
Yeah.
Yes.
But obviously, if he's integrated with his higher self, he doesn't even need to worry about a twin flame.
Yes.
But many people who have big missions are still in that journey. They meet twin flames to upgrade them and bring them there. So we are never alone on our journey. Trust that the universe is bringing the right people into our life to help us fulfill our purpose. Twin flames are not just about romance. They are powerful catalysts for our soul ascension. Okay, affirmations for twin flame journey. I embrace the growth and transformation that my twin flame connection brings. I release the need for romantic fulfillment and trust the higher purpose of my twin flame journey. I honor the spiritual evolution that unfolds through my twin flame relationship.